Hello, Rob here from Flanagan Homestead. As a horticulture teacher in town, I get people asking me, is it time to plant? Is it time to plant? And I was going to do a video on remembering to be patient at the start of the year, not plant too early, because that's a tendency. And I came out to feed the animals today, and I figured today was a good day to remind people not to be too impatient to try to get the garden in the ground. So it's April 11th here. Usually the weather's a little bit nicer than this, but here in Western Washington. But the forecast calls for snow the rest of this week. 5 days ago we had 78 degrees and sunny. And I know that when we first moved up here, my wife and I, we would have been so anxious to get our garden in the ground, and we probably would have planted on those 80-degree days in April, and that's just way too soon. Not only do you run the potential of this late season snow, which we get every few years, and frost, but your plants just aren't going to thrive. Even if you didn't have snow or weather like this, you need to know that the earlier you plant, especially seeds that you sow directly into the ground, the less sunlight, the less warmth that they have, the slower they're going to grow. So even though they may grow, they're not going to thrive. And I found here in Western Washington there's so many slugs that if I plant something and the seedlings germinate and they're just slowly coming up and very slow, any slug damage basically kills the entire plant, and so they're not going to take off and survive. Whereas if the days are a little bit brighter and longer and warmer, there's less slugs out, and the plant grows up quicker, and it gets past the point that a slug will actually kill it. A slug will damage it some, but you kill the slugs, and your plants, your vegetables will continue to grow. So not only does it allow for a greater germination rate, but it pushes past that very dangerous stage. Just like your baby, a newborn baby is very susceptible and you have to protect it early in life. Same thing with your vegetables. The younger it is, the more it needs to be protected, and they just stay in that baby stage longer when it's cold. So be patient, check, it's different for different areas of the country and different vegetables and different plants you're trying to grow, but don't get ahead of yourself. Wait till the proper time. Get it in the ground at that point in time. Also, you could starts inside your house right now or inside the greenhouse, which we're doing, and then when you bring the plug out, you might be able to bring the plug out a little bit earlier than you would sow into the ground, and then it's already got past that stage where a slug can just knock it off, or other pests. One of the things that we cannot control here, though, is unfortunately, with the warmth and the time of the year, I don't know if you can see it, my plum tree over there is all bloomed out, and there's blooms everywhere, and I hate it when we get weather like this, when the blooms are on the tree. We're supposed to be covered with snow for, like I said, the rest of this week. There's supposed to be snowfall in the forecast. The bees are not going to be out pollinating it, and sometimes we lose the blooms and we don't get much pollination. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe some of them were already pollinated and they're ready to grow, but we'll find out later in the year if this is going to hurt our pollination rate and have less plums and pears and apples. But usually Mother Nature finds a way to get the pollination to happen, and so we're going to get some production anyway, but we might be down a little bit this year. Anyway, the reminder of today's video, just be patient. It'll be time to plant your garden soon enough. You can still be prepping the ground, you could be planting, you can do other things, but be patient till the proper time. Thanks for joining me on the Flanagan Homestead, where Christmas trees are my business, teaching and cleaning horticulture is my job, and outdoor projects are my passion. Be blessed, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.